Hi, welcome to my channel. This playlist is about exotic pet, and in these videos that are just coming, you are going to see and understand whatever you need to know about exotic pet. This is going to be a full guide for anyone who's just interested in exotic pet. So I recommend you subscribe and also put the notification on so that you are going to be aware whenever just a new videos is uploaded. And about this video, the subject is things that we need to consider before keeping an exotic pet. This is probably the most important video that you're gonna see in this playlist. And I just recommend you watch it till the end because what we are going to discuss is really important. And let's begin. So, as you remember, the definition of exotic pet was those animals that are wild and not domesticated. However, we keep them as pet, and that is why there are some important things that the pet owner has to keep in mind before before taking care of that pet, or even while they have their lovely pet. And the first one of these important list is safety. When we discuss safety, we have already discussed in the video about pros and cons of pets, but in this video, safety is going to have a little bit different meaning and aspects. I mean, these exotic pets, as we've discussed, are wild, and this puts us in the issue that maybe when we take care of them, there is a higher risk for us to uh, get some special diseases from them. So there is going to be a health risk at this point. And what I mean is just as an example, the bacteria Salmonella can be just spread through some reptiles or many other bacteria that are dangerous for you or even for other pets. And the other point in safety is that when you keep an exotic pet, there has to be some attention about the relationship between these exotic pets and also other pets that you are taking care of them. As an example, you are having a kind of exotic pet, whatever it could be, and you're also taking care of a cat or a dog. This is going to be just a really important issue because the interaction between these two types of animals is really important for you, and I always recommend you that you consult with a specialist veterinary so that it's going to be always safe for you to take care of your exotic animal, and it's going to be okay for both your other kinds of pet and exotic pet. The second one is about space. The thing about space is that most of these exotic pets are so little and cute when they are just newborn or they're young. However, when they grow, they become bigger so that the space they need is, in fact, getting more and more space. And what you as a pet owner need to keep in mind is that just consider that a big space first-handed so that you don't need to buy a second and a larger tank or cage for them. It's going to be totally okay. Number three is about environment. Of course, as we have already discussed, exotic pets may not be some native species. They may come from other countries, and also but their environment and the things that they can live through is going to be a little bit different from where you live. The thing is that for most of them, humidity, light, and also heat need to be controlled, and you can just monitor these three important factors with some devices, and it's going to be okay. And the other one is about their diets. In fact, providing your exotic pet a healthy diet is going to be a little bit harder than buying food for a cat, a dog, a bird. And the reason is that for these species that I said, we have some pet shops and there are some prepared food there, and you can just go there and buy those foods. But for your exotic pets, sometimes there is not just some pre made foods, and this is the reason that it's going to be a little bit harder. And one other important thing in their diet is that some of them, like snakes, they need live insects, or better to say, live prey, and that is why you're gonna have a little bit of issue providing them their food, and it's gonna be a little bit tricky. Another one is wet care. Of course, as we said, based on some issues that we discussed in safety, a wet care is a real important option that you as a pet owner need to keep in mind. However, the thing that makes this a little bit harder is that many clinics and many vets don't work with exotic pets, and this is why it's going to be a little bit tricky for you to find a specialist and also a reputable clinic or veterinarian, so that your exotic pet is just provided with a good healthcare options. And the other one is about their habitat. As we have already discussed, they may come from different countries and different places. And when you keep them as pets, some of them you need to keep them in cages, in tanks, and of course the size of them, the devices that these tanks or cages may have is going to be different based on the species that you are taking care of. And the last and the seventh option that we want to discuss together is a law and legislation. As we said, these exotic animals are sometimes not native species, and we already discussed about health issues. That is why some countries has special laws for taking care of exotic pets. And I totally recommend you to be fully aware of what is your country's legislation and laws around taking care of your desired pet, so there is not going to be any problem during the time of taking care of your animal. As an example, in some states in USA, taking care of a chinchilla or hedgehogs are completely okay and does not need a license. However, for taking care of a raccoon or skunks, you do need a license. And this is just some legislations which is of course different in different various countries, and I recommend you be totally aware of each of them. And the reason that they put some laws on taking care of exotic pet is that, as we said, they may not be native. So this will leave a room for smuggling, or also because they are not always 100% safe for us, and they may be some health issues while taking care of them, and maybe this is why they put some law and legislations on it. So it was this most important things that a pet owner needs to keep in mind before buying or having an exotic pet. These were the most important one, and I recommend you for knowing more about exotic pet legislations, and also discussing about safety to just have a conversation with a specialist. A specialist can be a vet, which is just who is just So here it was, the most important things you need to know before taking care of your exotic animal. And right now, what I want to say is that these seven options, they were perfectly okay. And if you consider all of them, if you want to know more information around each of them, you can just ask in the comments below, or also for more consultation, you can also have a conversation with a specialist and with someone who's just working with exotic pet. Because as I said, these animals are just I mean, taking care of them is just a new thing, and this has still a lot of room for growing, and that is why. Not a lot of clinics or people are just working on it. Still, there are some specialists that you can consult with them. Thanks for watching this video, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my channel. And as I already said, there are many more interesting videos coming about exotic pets in this playlist, and just can't wait for seeing them here. Thanks for watching this video till the end, and see you later. Bye!